Eswatini lapho ke sikhuluma sakhona indaba delibhola everything lokuphathelana nelibhola you get to hear about it here first and siphinde sikhulumise ke sifake lawo ma legend lesingakhulumisana nawo ehlelweni ukuthi ngabe bona ngithi Castabo ibhola bedlala kanjani beyinjani simo ngithi Castabo it's not different nanamuhla solo sikhulumisa thona indaba delibhola lapho sisakhulumisa khona indaba ingwenya ama cup ledlala kulena impela sonfo kusukela ngemgcibelo lapho kudlala khona ema regions kudlala khona ngesonto for the big games kuma semi-finals of the main tournament kanti ke namuhla kuma legend ethu yes we do have legends today we do not have a local legend but we have international legend we have EPL legends Benjamin Mwaruwaru who was popular at Portsmouth and then Manchester City but started his career at Jomo Cosmos in South Africa and we also have Emmanuel Ebuwe who is from Ivory Coast. He made his name at Arsenal and of course he went on to play for Galatasaray in Turkey. We're going to be having them in the studio. They're in the country for the open trial program that is currently taking place. You'll hear about it more when the show continues. Njalo kumbukele sakhuluma ngakho phambilini kusatha uqala sakumemete namuhla status lethe wona ama legend utathela ngawo ukuthi wona atawusita ngani lo msebenzi eFN nalokuthi ke bona ngethi Castabo vele what did it take for them to go play in Europe cancel the young players batakhona kufunza from people lesebavele bayihambile lena ndlela bayibona and for Mwaruwaru who is from the South region I think he'll be more of a point of reference kubo bona laba bantwana labancane lesikhuluma ngabo ukuthi bafitifiso tokudlala khona eEurope with this open trial program lekhona leqhutshwa iPSM estudio sitaqala ke ngendaba ingwenya amakhapu sengihle naye Josiah Kadlamini kanye naLinda Master Dlamini ngihle nemalangeni ngelana lesitakhulumisana dona indaba ingwenya amakhapu lekhona kulempela somva cause angicale ngawe nguvusele Josiah
anguvusele ngiphize ngivusele laba se studio ngivusele laba semakhaya lababukela Eswatini TV
Master
ngiyabonga phathizo ngibonga lelithuba ngiletwa lona ngivusele kuwe ngivusele labasekhaya ngivusele loyal viewers ngisho njalo I'm excited phathizo because of the upcoming games ngeyama cup games not only that though we have EPL legends
of course
more especially the Arsenal legend.
It is for the first time, right? Because it's been my EPL legend. And you are an Arsenal fan to have an Arsenal legend. But we're going to talk more about that before you leave. Right now, ngifuna ukuthi sivele sicacanga indaba ingwenya amakhapu le babukele emakhaya. I'm sure they want to know ukuthi umlangeni because the last two editions I predict akhona solushaya enhloko. Stawu for ukuthi na this time around khona indlela tasitshela kona lesithi ngabe khona labane ma betting tickets bavele bahambe babhale phansi beve umlangeni ukuthi uthini. Enkosi ngifuna siqale nje sithinthana indaba yema regions asesibuke le concept yokuthi ama regions aqala dlala nawo abe nema finals awo sasa lawo lingakanani lokho any kuyayisebenzela indlela le projects lebe bafuna kuyenda ngakho
makucala bokusiconfuse kancane unga-understand ukuthi sebadlalile badliwe kodwa nakhona labachubeka laba le tournament isolo nje ingwenya amakhapu inetinzabatayo but at the end of the day sesigcina siya-understand ukuthi badlala njani ama-final laba baphumile kodwa nababuyile nyalo sekunema semi-finals kuyawudlalwa ama-final ubona nokuthi kuphinde kube nale culture ukuthi nje le tournament ihlukahlukile lengicabanga ukuthi ke at the end of the day uma ubuka ukuthi this weekend Saturday kucala ema regions adlala manje ema semi-finals lama semi-finals ngicabanga ukuthi nebantu kufuna batinike isikhathi ngoba ngazi idlalela kasomhlolo konke kula kasomhlolo sevele kusebenzela kasomhlolo
ngisasekuwe nje ngoba ngikhumbula ukuthi liphupho leyo sosile inkosi umsotho esithathu lalethi lifisa ukuthi ingwenya amakhapu igcine sekuyinfo yempela somfo yonke cansi you are on the right track Saturday Sunday already start sikhuluma ngawo because even a culture expect ukuthi sitawubona some activities from them even on Saturday
manje sabe ngilama date lo nyaka uma ubuka ukuthi le msebenzi yengosi seyihlangana uyabona ngoba phela ingwenya amakhapu sekunebukano uyabona lokuthi kunele culture lesikhuluma ngayo
lekusho ukuthi kumele ukuthi because thiwa titedama kumele tingedwe nkosi yakhwe live lonke ngendeke ngalesihlanu sicala emaganeni Saturday sivukele kuma region finals Sunday sesingena kulo
main makuthiwa nje
i-weekend yonke culture nje bukisa nje
ngeculture kusho ukuthi seyitawucala Friday kunto khona le tonge letinto store khona kudeni
master I know ukuthi as much as umfana kubona lapha edolobheni that's how umfana lo sakhonzuma edolobha lona but with the culture you understand and you appreciate.
Phathizwe njoba usho ukuthi ngumna ngibona edolobheni ngicabanga ukuthi ngumfana nje wala silungweni ngingumfana ngosama village boy lo tikholele emakhaya lo tsanza iculture kakhulu yonke nje cishe lemikhosi yelive ngiyahlonipha ngiyafuthi kuyo ngicabanga ukuthi njoba usho ukuthi we in the right track right direction ukuthi lo vision 2022 utasikhanza vele sesimshiya lo wa nangikhuluma kanjalo sikhuluma ukuthi ingonyama cup iculture siyayibona nakhona ukuthi ikhule kanganani not only le competition do nangalati imalini ukuthi labo nsumbulwane bayanyuka wonke umuntu uthina katilungiselela nakuyiwa engadleni kuyiwa esibhaceni timbongi yonke le ndvo ihlanganisiwe nayi nebhola siyibonile ukuthi ikhulile over the years regional teams sabona nebadlali from lama teams ama regions labanye bathathwa ama big teams nawo lama big teams sibonile ukuthi yathina icala imboni Swallows ya dominator for 3 years yabuya Young Buffaloes yayiwina sawubona ke lo nyaka ukuthi khamba kanjani Phathiswa
ngikhazi kuma regions the talent linjani ukwabona ama regions adlalo wabonile ama finals previous tournament previous seasons the quality the talent lesibona lapha la region because master yasho nje ukuthi kunebadlali abagcina sesibabona kubo Premier League bafike badlale ubabona ukuthi these are good players le talent njalo kusibukwa nje boma emagonyane tabidlala ne Shooting Stars over the weekend the talent over the country ungathi kanjani
enimawubuka ukuthi ukhuluma ngama teams la ka Super League ngishoko ukuthi next season kunebadlali labatabe badlala ku Premier League labasuka lapha lama games nje lawa uma walandela ecaleni labona labo Shooting Stars uyaphika ubone kubadlali abathite kubo Manchester United khona abadlali labakhona then asocabanga ukuthi ke next year namuhla lo sikhuluma ukuthi Saturday bayodlala lama teams lang4 setoba ne final ngoba khona abatawuna kuye final definitely khona abadlali kuyasho ukuthi ibhola iyasekeleka
not only Phathiswa badlali abasuka from Super League baye ka Premier League there are some former Premier League stars laba hambile bayodlala le intasi ka Super League ukhuluma ukuthi Shooting Stars nje Msimisi Ncane samkhumbula kumbelebele babana Highlanders Mathapo United there's former right back embabana Highlanders Cilane lodlala kumagwanyana utamkhumbula umlangeni lodlala kumagwanyana defense yayo ngicaba ukuthi naloko kuyayenda ukuthi le competition lengaphasi ku Super League ibe ngathi iyanyuka nyuka
umaster owakhavile ke ema region games ngiyakhumbula ukuthi bo enhlangano espeak bo uthinza utholakala umayaluka magwanyana versus Shooting Stars what can you expect
angizange aba impressed ngendlela emagwanyana le performa ngayo against Flyers yes bekuyidebile yabekumele sibone ibhola lenhle but lendlela labe badlala ngayo ngicabanga le game before that le build up ya hype kakhulu but le performance bengasho lokho but ngala ku Shooting Stars ngikhumbula ukuthi nayo iyadlala ibhola lenhle kakhulu ngayithanda le ndlela labadlala ngayo yes Msimisi Ncane ukhona but ngicabanga ukuthi wadlala 70 minutes is that kind of a player lo tawudlala lapha phambili hold bese sofakela lama strikers lengicabanga ukuthi Shooting Stars kule game lengiyibona ngathi mina itaba strong kunemagwanyana
because because nyalo it's a matter of emergence previously kuma region we talking of ubombo ne Shisel
yes
talent wise badlala babonile baqhamuka kuleti ndzawo leti ngoba nongamnikeza chance based on that ukuthi hayi man Shisel vama ukuskiphela abadlali ulibombo livama ukuskiphela bopupu bogumbi
yeah no libombo likhicidile kakhulu kune Shisel kusukela nje na cishe libombo belisalikhicida liqhamukise inombolo lethile iShiselo beyichamuka nabo badlali kodwa inombolo yakhona beyingabe high that's why nasesikhathini lesiningi nje naloko udlala ukuthi ima teams abeka Premier League kuya indicator lo ukuthi kukhona lokungahambi kahle manje solo kuyafuna lokuthi yini ngoba labadlali babachamuka khona bafike baperforme la kulama teams although kungasinombolo leningi but udlala kwabo
abadlali baperforma
bafike baperform
but lama team akhona
but lama teams uma uthatha wona ayavela yahamba la aphelele la ka first division kanti phela leishisela uma uyibuka inkulu kokuthi ifanele kube lesikhulu manje sekune team vele lethiwa ke kumbe lamanye angabe awa la indleleni but yona
kube na the main
ibe khona ukuthi ikhona vele iyase
mina phathizwa okay mhlambe ukhuluma ngabo Pupu intshanini nangikhumbula kahle ngathi iboshiselweni sokuthi mhlambe wadlala ema-teams wadlala ema-teams
asebenza uthi utanephi but lokho ukhulele kuphi ibhola ukhulele bo-big band
ngiyakuvuma lokho sikhuluma ngama-teams
noma region sikhuluma Pupu ngasho ukuthi ungangitshela ngabonjanini ukuthi ekhaya kube ngisentshanini but impilo yakhe isikolo
but nayo ke phathizo ngaphandle nje nayo le shiselweni saseyinikeni credit
bakhokhile bashido mlangeni ukuthi iyabakhokha but masokucathanisa
there is no way longacathanisa ngayo phathizo because badlali laba echamuke eshiselweni ngababalaba beng13
kubale 20 ku
no
master
top
angeke kuwe ku Manzini versus
kumbe master si correct lapho libombo phela masa ukukhumbula ukuthi bomhlume solo libombo bosteki libombo obese uyabala ukuthi kukhicita kwalamanako kungakanani yabona sesendela lokubukisana le kuleyo line le
ngolokubuka ukuthi labadlali bachamukaphi nema team abo
yes
Woho versus Manzini Hubs and Downs versus Manchester sesibonile ke yayithanza lenzebeleni
phathizo ngicaba ukuthi even this time around Manchester Pigspeak i-team yasespikile nakhona bayakhombisa sayibona kuma qualifiers ukuthi beyikhombisa kuba strong lebhola labayidlalako imceceshi wayo washo wathi bacela i-challenge lengicaba ukuthi i-Ups and Downs ngayibukela nabadlala against Brothers kaManzini nayo ayikho kanganani but ngicabanga sekukhona le team labatilungisile but nje ngibona mina iManchester incoba le shothi nje Manchester ne Shooting Stars ngibona labada uhamba bacube bike final
phinza ngibuyela lapha kumnene ngithi ho Manzini
lapho ke kuyi competition Manzini ngokukhicita badlali baningi badlali lengamnika Manzini ukhicitile naye badlali kakhulu kodwa nje Manzini ukhonile ukuthi nako sengikuthi ke asowuhlukanisa ke ngoba ufuna bese yamhlukanisa
ngoba uyahlukanisa umlangeni yakho
yes ishiselo beselo singahlukanisa ngisho like kusukela kaza aqala ukuhlukaniseka kuna north and and south and
but still
so long then asobuya kulo north south and ulayishe kakhulu
no nje vele ngicabanga ukuthi ukhicite kakhulu
yeah then ke
asithatha lo kamkalenge enhlabobo ukhuluma bonjabulisa ukhuluma ngabosiza
bonke
badlala bospoko bayadlala lo nje yeah ngicabanga ukuthi
that's why ngibala Manzini ngibala konke kude la ukuhlukanisa
khona
uyabona then asubala sehlukanisa then ke sophinde uphethe lo ukuthi kune derby lehlala ikhona that is Swallows Highlanders Manzini kusasele iWonders
now ku main tournament ke Nkosi ngibona nangihoho represented Manzini draw imane represented I don't know Green Mamba ukuthi ngifaka as Manzini naye but station because of umsebenzi but ngiyifaka Manzini sayibona ke pha ne Thango Lokelis man Libombo pheze liyavela
dikhona
now sesilaka kula team lamakhulu ke Nkosi phumile draw nayi maso Green Mamba versus Monene Pirates Green Mamba are they good enough to actually go through Monene and contest for the finals
yeah manje bekeke ka ungathi icala Highland
no it's just the draw ngokusakabi le fixture yes it's just as the draw yeah not the fixture yeah
bengifuna lokuthi ngimawuyichaza usho
uqalele tuni hayi
ukuthi
asikhulume ngana iGreen Mamba neMonene
okay kuthi ngibani lo
uthi ngibani progress akho are they good enough iGreen Mamba ukuthi ngachubekela empini
uma ubuka lama teams angithi nje short lama teams oyi2 kuwabukela dlala iMonene you know ibhola yayo i stylish then i-Green Mamba isebenzisa most of the time long balls.
Okay.
But ke coming to knockout njengoba sibona nje ba knockout kutaba igame le taba nesisindo lesithide akusilula kuyidla iMonen akusilula kuyidla iGreen Mamba but at the end of the day ngayinika iGreen Mamba ngokuthi ngendeka ithathe le
must kuba ngekho kwa because we're not expecting to see Monen Pirates head coach ebenchini le Monen this coming game besides ukuthi udlalela ukuthi usebenzela iqembu leGreen Mamba because bayathoba ngekho but because of Emma responsibilities lesakwatholi as assistant coach of the national team lela singekufa khona ngembobo demuhlela phana lapha ukuthi their contract officially iqala on the 1st of February lo should say veliqalile we're not expecting to see them in the ground. Is it going to be a fact?
kakhulu Phathizo ngicabanga ukuthi every coach kunaleyo understanding between yena nebadlali bakhe so le team lena uthi tena akaqala kule season sayibona idlala kahle kakhulu iMonen Pirates banayo ama young stars banayo nama experienced players ngicabanga ukuthi kutaba affecta vele because angisisho maybe namkhelele ukuthi uvumelekile ngagcina angavumeleki ukudlala against Green Mamba ngathi noma sebakusothen lo lengicabanga naloko kungaba effecta lenkulu kakhulu but ngala Green Mamba na ubuka le squad labanaso banema experienced players bokhuluma ngabo Phinda Dlamini ukhulume ngabo Mthunzi Javi ukhulume ngabo Njabulo Thwala so le experience labanayo ngicabanga ukuthi they can umkhulisi man le experience la kanayo ngicabanga nje ukuthi they can go all the way babandlule kuMonen Pirates bayiwin
ngikhosi makakhuluma masase kaqala abala labadlali abala ngenhloko sengiphinze ngibuka ngale kuMonen Pirates you look at the experience of the players yes but they have the likes of Bomakau who I think my responsibility will be amongst to hold on kukatsa Bophinda. Do they have the squad to compete pound for pound neGreen Mamba?
Ngingathi ngoba ngibone last game abadlali Monen lo Makau wamdla sa 6
yeah
and then he didn't bagcina sebamkhiphile so awubuka ke le experience esikhuluma ngayo bese soyabona ukuthi mase kuphuma labo mina ngicabanga ukuthi nje vele kutaba affecta kakhulu ngilokuthi batabe sebede coach so kuya counter ku coach ungumshini wale team
yeah
so maso kuthi nje na akasekho yena then sokukhona vele lo dawukhanda ukuthi even the players siyasiko just ba encourage abadlali ukuthi uma sekangekho coach like kunye asuka gule lo coach hamba dlala ekhaya ngeke ihlala ingachubeka i-team so the players must also have inako ukuthi no who are still playing for the team
for the team
yabona bangakubuki lo kunye lokuseceleni.
We have another team Mbabane Highlanders versus Thabangolo Collies. I've seen my games ledlalwa Mbabane Highlanders building up to this game to build up these tournaments. I'm gonna remember their game against Mbabane Sodas. I'm gonna remember the last game against was it Madlene. But Thabangolo Collies master the last I heard they released their coach Nyama.
Baphinze bambuyisa lengicabanga ukuthi
I'm talking about those mind games.
Yeah. Kunga affecta cause nawubuka ngala ku Kellis bekamhambisa kakhulu umlangano ukhuluma ukuthi coach nakangekho lesinye isikhathi kuyadzinga ukuthi
the boys but pick up
even an assistant coach. I remember back in 99-2000 when Highlanders coach wasemaputa hamba wangakone kubuya they went all the way ku bawina i-league so ngicabanga ukuthi even nanyalo lama teams lawa but kuxosha coach uphinda umbuyise esigabeni semi-final crucial stage lekudzinga ukuthi labadlali babe motivated bona ukudlala against i-team njengangembabana Highlanders ngala kumbabana Highlanders ngicabanga ukuthi banayo le material yekhamba all the way bandlule Kellis ngicabanga ukuthi mbabana Highlanders ingawina Kellis ngale tinkinga iKellis libenathi Kellis first division team but nawubuka first round umsebenzi labawentile ubemhle kakhulu lebhola bebayidlala ka first division ngicabanga ukuthi beyinhle kakhulu
because I can remember they made some signing Mbabana Highlanders they made some signings. We saw Nzabanzaba coming in, scoring in his first game. Utobakhe kanganani now you're playing at Thabangolo Collies ngicabanga ukuthi sengeke ngithi underminer like bengingethe mentality ukuthi uya top team But eliminate Banzini Wanderers the past game. They are in the semi-finals of one of the biggest tournaments we have in the country. It should tell you something about them. But Impabana Highlanders, how are they approaching this game? This is just a first division team.
Yeah, Cup-tied, yes. Was a peacemaker. Yes, kodwa ke lokusala ngokuthi maybe ka10 awunge kahle ka10 ukuthi lo mncane vele utamsebenzela ukuthi asebenzele kuncane bakhe kodwa ke knockout kuhle kuba khona lokuthi now but finally ngathi I Highlanders with their experienced players lawa khona ema chances abo akhona ukuthi bangaqhubeka
Highland.
Yes.
Ngeke kube so close like imadlenya. Takhumbula imadlenya aphuma semagumbane lwasini is a game.
Yeah, kufuna umshaya kanjalo lo ngathi unenkanyana ummende kancane angadu yabona to hamba athi ukuthi i-knockout ngawe ngayidlala.
Umshaya ahamba nepride
yakhe. Because washayela bo 5-7
semlimatana naye.
Yeah, kufanele the spirit sebhola sihlale sikhona.
Master. Ngiyaqhosha nyalo. Baba Highlanders Tabangulu Khalisi. Let's go.
2-0 Baba Highlanders.
Green Mamba Monene.
1-0 Green Mamba.
Course. Baba Highlanders Khalisi. Let's go.
Green Mamba Monene Pirates. 1-0. Kabangi Green Mamba ngawina 1-0.
Ungibalekele Highlander ngifuna ukutshela Highlander Tabangulu Khalisi ngifuna score.
Yeah, ngasebenzela 1-0.
Highlander nayo.
Yeah.
Ongithu 1-0.
Ngizabanika bo 1-0.
Ongithu.
Yes.
Start one enkundleni. Start one enkundleni because estudio ngesikhulumile ukuthi sinabo la ma legend EPL estabe sihleli nawo masinyane nje ukukhulumisana nawo mayelana ne career yawo in Europe because ngifuna nje ngithinisela kancane ku Benjamin Mwarwar. Sadak player uhambile wafika wadlala ku top football England wadlalela top teams Portsmouth at that time they were good wadlalela Manchester City bentangani mina ukuthi bakhona experts abadlala from Southern region bawudlala Europe njalo kuthina we struggling in the Southern region.
Yeah, ngicabanga ukuthi asibonge nje lethuba lokho ukuthi gcine bafikile badlali abanje ngalabo.
Yeah.
Sikubukela khashane kanti into diyahlonzela dudane. Bakhonile ukuthi bathole ama-agent. Ama-agent bantu labakwati ukuhlanganisa le bhola ise-Europe nala e-Africa.
Okay.
Ukuthi uma bathatha labadlali bahambe babafundise basebancane.
Okay.
Then lo mdlali uma ukhula nale bhola ikulula lokuthi bese uyakhona kwedlala. Benjamin nje sike samfacer ku national team.
Yeah.
Aqhamuka overseas etate udlala.
So the
quality of yakhe as a player it was a bit different.
Master Emmanuel Epue, I know you know him a lot because of you affiliating to Arsenal in some way or the other. What a player he was at this on this day.
Oh man, in fact Epue when he signed for Arsenal, you know, there was a lot of pressure Guye, more especially to replace one of an African legend in Lauren who was playing at the right back. But how man
fitted like a club
when wafita like a club njoba usho, and he was that more than right back because he was attacking attacker most of the time. Ngicabanga ukuthi if you understand as an African child would see how hard it is to play,
to get opportunities,
to get an opportunity to play for a big team in England. You'll appreciate these guys. They are our legends.
We have them in the studio and we're gonna be talking to them very soon as we take this short break where we're gonna be showing you an insight of the two players we're talking about, and they will be joining us in the studio right next after this insight.
And he has put it on a plate for Benjani, who gets his second of the game, Rovers third, and 12 minutes into the second half. Rovers surely on course for 3 points. Rovers 3, Liverpool 0.
The movement and the pass from Arshavin to set it up, just great to watch. As is this, it's a song for Eboué! It had to come in the end. You expect it from Walcott and Van Persie, maybe not so from Song and Eboué, but Arsenal are going through. A resounding finish from a much criticised player.
Well, it was such a fluent move, wasn't it? The little back heel into Eboué, who finishes with real style. Song there, great awareness, and Eboué drives it hard and low into the bottom right-hand corner of Jensen's goal. Absolutely no chance, and Arsene Wenger fully appreciating the movement, and there's a bit more from his players.
In the studio, somebody including now, I get the two gentlemen, the two EPL legends. Of course, they are African legends as well. As I've said, with Mr. Mwaruwaru, Benjamin Mwaruwaru, and Emmanuel Eboué. I'll start you with Mr. Mwaruwaru. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Mr. Eboué, welcome to the country.
Thank you.
A few days in the country, how are you finding the country?
No, it's been great. You know, people around here, they are so welcoming. So I wish I can stay more days here.
Yeah.
It's been fantastic.
You being from Zimbabwe,
Yeah.
the language is not that different, because I've heard you speaking a bit of Zulu there and there. It's Ndebele, I think.
Ndebele, we speak Ndebele in Zimbabwe, so it's
Yeah.
similar to Swati. When I was in South Africa, it was
You were
like
home.
at home. So
Yeah.
I don't have any problem. I can speak English, I can speak Zulu, Ndebele, maybe a little bit of Swati.
Okay, okay. Eboué, have you got an opportunity to learn a few of our local language?
Nobody teach me, so
They're not teaching you.
yeah.
But I'll make sure
So if
before
you teach me, if I stay there maybe one more weeks, maybe I will.
Immediately after the show, I'm gonna teach you some few
Okay,
words
no problem.
you're gonna use
No problem.
going forward.
But the good one, show me the good one.
Of
please.
course. I wouldn't want to mislead you in any way. Benjan, I'll start with you again. You from Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe being in the Southern region, same as Eswatini. How did it all happen for you? The career you had.
The career I had, I thank God he gave me the career that I had, and it started when I was in Zimbabwe. I played for junior club in Zimbabwe, then I played in the PSL in Zimbabwe for Zimbabwe. Then I moved to Jomo Cosmos
In
South Africa. I was lucky to play for Jomo Cosmos. As you know, Mr. Swano is the mentor.
Yeah.
If you are good, he give you the opportunity to go to Europe, and that's where it all started.
And you went immediately from Jomo.
Immediately from Jomo, I went straight to Europe. My first club in Europe was Grasshoppers in Switzerland. Then from Switzerland, I moved to France, Auxerre, England. In England, I played for 4 teams. It was Portsmouth, Sunderland, Blackburn, and Manchester City.
For you, Mr. Eboué, Ivory Coast is one of the countries that export more of their players to the European League. They play. You're talking of Didier Drogba. You're talking yourself. You played for Arsenal. It now seems like for the Western and Northern countries, it's easy for them to have players playing in the bigger leagues. For you personally, how did it all come about?
You know, when you are African guy, when you go to Europe, you have to say every time thanks to God, because it's not easy to go there as African. You know, me I start in my town.
Yeah.
It was the open trial, you know, like we are doing here in this country. So yeah, so I didn't even play in any club in my own country. So from there, I went straight to Belgium.
Okay.
So I was playing there. I was playing in Belgium, in Beveren. I played there for 3 years, and then from there I went to Arsenal. Yeah. So it was like that. Yeah.
You're playing for a team in Belgium.
Yeah.
And you went straight to one of the top teams in the world, not just in England alone.
Yeah.
But Arsenal at that time, they were one of the best teams in the country. how was that possible? How did you end up playing for Arsenal?
You know, I want to explain. I want to tell you that story. You know that club Beveren with Arsenal. They have a partnership.
Yeah.
You know, they have a partnership. But me, I didn't even know about that.
Okay.
So I was playing, and then my last year with Beveren, Marseille, the club in France, Marseille.
Yeah.
And then another team in Cyprus, they said Olympiacos.
Yeah.
Yes, is that one? No? Olympiacos, Cyprus. Yeah. So they came, they said they want me, So me, I want to go to Marseille. I want to go to Marseille. But one guy came to tell me after my last game, he said to me, Arsene Wenger is here. I said, what? He said, yeah, Arsene Wenger is here. So he want to talk to you. I said, how? I was very, very surprised. So I went to see him after the game. And then he said to me straight away, Arsene Wenger, he said to me, Emmanuel, I want you to come to Arsenal. I said, how? And then he said to me, but you have to make some sacrifice, like stay here with Beveren for 6 more months.
Okay.
And then after that, in January, you will come to Arsenal. Me, I said, me, I don't want to make that risk. So I want to go. He said, no, please stay. I tell you, I give you my promise, stay. You stay here for 6 more months, and then you come there. So it was like that. I stayed there for 6 months, and then in in January, I think it was in 2004, January. So I went there straight
to Arsenal.
Yeah.
And for you, Mr. Moror, you're moving from France, you're going to England, and people will look at and say Portsmouth, but Portsmouth back then, they were a proper team. They were one of the top teams in England. That move, how did it come about from France? You going straight to Portsmouth?
I think that move came when I was in France. I was playing so well. Sometimes if you're playing so well in a league, you tend to attract more teams or big teams around the world. Yeah. I made my name because we were struggling. We were playing. We were like the second last in the league. We were about to be relegated, and as you can see, that goal there. I say in England is something. It's very easy. It's never easy. It's very hard. Once you're down there, you can be down for like 6 months and get relegated. But for us, we were lucky there. We survived, and all hopes. I was hoping, if we are relegated, I'm going back to France where I was comfortable, And unfortunately,
you were ready to leave.
I was ready because the league was so hard. When you go there playing in relegation, it's difficult, my friend.
So you were ready. But your case is different. You were playing for a team that is expected to win every trophy every season. The pressure, you replaced one of the best fullbacks for the team, and you came in the team that won the league undefeated, and you're coming in as another African player. How was it to adapt in that position?
So, because before to answer, I want to, that game, the last game for Portsmouth, to be honest, I was at home. So when I saw my brother, because in that team there were I think some African players there now. That time,
there was Lua as well.
Right. So I feel very, 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 very sorry because the way they were fighting to stay. So when they won the game, I was so happy, because every time when you play against, we always fight, so I was very, very happy about that. So we got up for that.
No, it's football. Football, that's how we call it, the beautiful game. With these kind of things.
Moments.
So me, when I came to Arsenal, to be honest, it wasn't difficult for me because first Kolo Touré was there, Laurent Etame Maya was there, and then both of them they speak French, and then some French player like Thierry Henry, Patrick Vieira, Pires, and then they were there, so it wasn't difficult for me, to be in that group. But when I came, the way Lauren, he took me, as his brother. I was very, very happy, because if he was in another club, the player, he knows that you came to take his place,
Yeah.
So the way it would be bad against you, but that time Lauren Tame was very, very nice with me, So every time I see him, I always say thanks to you, because he helped me a lot. So he was injured, so you played one game. So me, I was on the bench, and then the Arsenal fans, they said, who is this small guy? He came from nowhere. We don't know him, So I said okay. So I was on the bench. So Lauren was playing, and then they gave me 5 minutes. He was injured, so they gave me 5 minutes. So when I came, he was in Highbury. So I was first one. I was scared. Because I said, it's your first game, so Emmanuel, please go and give your best.
Yeah.
So after the game, it was only 5 minutes. So after the game, the fans, they were a little bit happy, because I played only 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But apart that, the boss Arsene Wenger, he gave me his confidence. So he said to me, he spoke to me and Etame Maye. He said to us that at this position now is Emmanuel Leboué who gonna play that position and start, So, and then Lauren said, doesn't matter for me. Emmanuel Leboué is my younger brother, so if he came to take my position, me, I don't even care about that. He's my brother, so I will help me about that. So I was very happy. So since he gave me his help every day when I was playing for me and also for him.
For him.
Yeah.
Benjamin.
Yeah.
Now you're playing for Portsmouth.
Yeah.
And I think it was that time when Manchester City was starting to get the money. Now they were to move the bosses. There was some changes in the administrative part.
Yeah.
You were part of the first group
Yeah.
that moved to Manchester City during that era from 2008.
Yeah.
If I'm getting it that way. How was that move? How did it come about? Because I hear there are stories that you didn't want to leave Portsmouth.
Of course, no one doesn't want to go and play for a big team. At that moment, I was enjoying my time with Portsmouth, and I was leading the EPL chart with 12 goals. Sometimes if you know football better, the moment you move when you are on peak, you
usually take it down.
Exactly, and that's what exactly happened. So I explained to my coach that it's the mid-season. If I can go at the end of season, since I'm doing well at the moment, but at that time, sometimes football is business.
That's business.
So you never know, if you miss that chance, maybe at the end of the season there will be another player who's playing well, and then I miss the chance. So they have to force that move a little bit, and then I agreed. That's how I moved to Man City.
How did you, when you arrived there, how did you find everything? Your first few games, how did it go?
First few games, it was I was so lucky. My first game was the derby against Manchester United, and I scored that game, the winner. And for the past 36 years before that game in Old Trafford, Man City, they haven't won for 36 years.
Yeah.
So I became an instant hero. When you are instant hero, then every pressure just move away, and then everything was like falling in place.
So you're the one who started the revolution against Manchester United.
You might say that.
For you, Epo, I don't want to put words into your mouth, but if I were to ask your highlights for playing for Arsenal, would I be wrong to mention the final against Barcelona, the Champions League final?
Yeah. That was
2006.
It was in 2006.
Yeah.
We played the final in France. If I remember, yes. Me, I was thinking that we're gonna beat them,
Yeah.
because we were the best team, for this
time.
competition.
Yeah.
We were the best team. So all of us, we gave our best, on the pitch. But when Lehmann get that red card, that one kill us,
Change up the
that change everything on the game.
Yeah. So now you played against Messi.
Yeah.
You
No,
played,
no, no.
You,
Final. No, he didn't play.
You never played against Messi.
No, I played against him. Yeah.
Yes, you played against Messi.
Yeah.
You played against Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Who would you say gave you the toughest?
You know what? To be honest with you, Messi, he wasn't on my side. No.
Okay.
Messi was playing in the
central
middle, and then Cristiano, it was difficult to play against him because he's more technique. But me also, I'm more technique also.
Yeah.
And then, but me, the player who gave me headache, it was Nedved.
Okay.
Nedved.
The one who played
from
for
Juventus. Yeah, Juventus. Yeah, it was him giving me headache because that time he won the Ballon d'Or, and then I was playing against him, so it was very, very difficult for me.
He was on top.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was on fire.
But you came in as you were the first few. I'll call them modern fullbacks who are very comfortable on the ball. You'll even be tempted to play them as wingers.
Yeah.
Was it always easy? Was it always your style of playing that going forward? The more you were not even afraid to take on the other defenders, putting one or two past them.
You know, me when I was I learned that I learned how to play with the ball. So I know how to defend. I know how to attack with the ball. So that things I thank God for that. And then I thank the guy who helped me to play like that. That's when he was our coach in Africa.
Okay.
So it's him when I was a kid. He teach us how to play like that. So me, I wasn't scared. To take the ball and go forward and then attack
all the way.
Yeah.
Benjan, who gave you the hardest of time when you were still in England?
It was me.
In England. Unfortunately,
as
a defender, he was playing on the right, and I was sort of a top man. But I would say Vidic, he was the strongest one. Vidic and John Terry, they were hard to break.
Yeah. But I remember. Yes, was it on Monday or Tuesday when I visited you at Njabulweni where you're doing the scout? Yeah. You were telling a story with Ezeuda that you once checked who Thierry Henry.
Yes.
He came running at you and he just
the ball away. By that time I looked skinny, and if you not very careful, you would think that I'm not strong. But that was my strongest.
Yes, the African
strongest.
What happened then when you met Henry?
Henry came, as a big star. Sometimes if you bump into each other, then you fall, you come and complain, But at that time, I just asked him, I said, but I just put my hand. Then he was like, okay, sorry. Sometimes they intimidate you. Sometimes when you're playing, if you get intimidated, then you'll be like scared. But when you're playing football, it's like a war. We can fight in the pitch, but coming out, for 90 minutes, come out, we'll be laughing and joking about what happened in the game,
Everyone, this is going to be difficult. Best player played with?
Best player?
Yeah.
It's gonna be difficult to answer because I played with some good players, But the player that I respect a lot, it was Dennis Bergkamp.
Okay.
Yes, it was Dennis Bergkamp. I never see that kind of player. It was very, very good. On with the ball, it was it was superb.
It was brilliant.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah. I was so happy to play with him. Yeah.
You won some league titles at Galatasaray.
Yeah.
After moving from Arsenal.
Yeah.
How? First of all, tell me, how hard was it to move from Arsenal?
Because in 2011, I spoke with Arsene Wenger, So he said to me that this year I'm not gonna play more, So often, So I said to him, okay, no problem. I'm here since long time, So I know very well the club. I know very well the fans. So me, if you want me, I can move, So he said to me, okay, no problem, but he will find a good club for me, and then I'll move to go there. So I said, okay. So he spoke with Fatih Terim. They asked the Galatasaray coach, and then the coach said, "Of course, why not?" So
He's a good player.
to come here, he's a good player. So I went there. So when I went there, my first year, I won everything for the club.
Yeah.
And then on my second year also with Galatasaray, we won everything again. So apart that, to be honest, I was also happy to bring Galatasaray here, to move there. To bring happiness,
Yeah.
to put the show
I can
everywhere.
see the energy. Yeah,
It is,
I get that vibe.
So angry at home, and that's it. But when I come to work, football is my job.
It's a happy place for you.
It's a happy place, so I have to show my happiness to people, Yeah. Yeah.
Benjan, I'm coming back to you now. The best player you played with?
I think for me it's difficult. As I can mention one guy from you don't know the guy is from Auxerre, France. He was the captain called Yann Lachouet. He was the great. Yeah, he was the midfielder. He made everything happen for me. But I will mention Robinho.
I was about to ask if you played with Robinho at Manchester City.
Yeah, he was good. Robinho with Elano, both of them, they're Brazilian. And in Africa, I think it was King Kanu and Suli Mutari from Ghana. Yeah.
I remember him. Maybe so that
You
remembering something,
the striker, all of them, they are like that, If you give them assist,
I always remember you. That's my best player.
They always remember you.
So he used to assist you
a
lot.
Yeah. That's why you said
that's why it's easy for him to
yeah.
After Manchester City, you moved around, but you had to come back and finish where you started. You came back to South Africa. You played for Chipa. You played for Vets as well.
Yeah.
Don't you just wish at some point you played for Jomo Cosmos?
Yeah, I wish to play for Jomo Cosmos. That was meant to be like that, but unfortunately Jomo was relegated, so I have to go to some other clubs. But that was my intention.
But you went to Chipa and Vets with his blessings, of course.
Of course, he's like my father. All the time we speak, and you always want to help the youngsters as we are here.
Yeah, I was about to touch on that.
I was about to touch on that, but you see his motive, his ideas. You just want to give those youngsters the chance and move them to Europe.
Now, quickly, you are in the country to help Emmanuel scout for players who are going to get the opportunity that both of you guys got. How big is that opportunity? And maybe just how can these players ensure that they're going to achieve that and go to Europe?
My brother and me, we believe a lot in this country. We know that in this country, they have some good talent,
Yeah.
But we think that that talent, they hide that talent, So we are here to help them, to help them, to tell them that first, football is not easy, but they have chance because me and Benjani, we played in Europe.
Yeah.
We know how is it there,
works.
So we are here for them. So as I said, we want them to come a lot out to show us our talent, and then we're gonna help them.
For you, Benjani, talk to just a few seconds. Talk about that Sadak child who wants to go play in Europe. That child from Sadak region, because I know it's very hard for Sadak, for the region to export players, but motivate that young player.
It's difficult though. But when you go there, when you are young, you're gonna go there and adapt. When you go there when you're old, it's difficult because you know a lot of things. To adapt, and you'll be missing home. But for the young kids, they go there, they will crack on it. It's just you have to be disciplined and motivated, dedicated.
Yeah, and know what you want.
And know what you want. Nothing will stop you.
Gentlemen, I honestly wish we could have more time on this, because I know a boy still got some great stories to tell.
A lot.
Benjani still got a lot of stories to share. But anyways, we're gonna have to cut the show short, gentlemen, and really I appreciate having you around. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
We are here, so anytime you want.
Anytime.
Anytime you want.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna continue with the open trial topic, because we have Emmanuel coming in with the coach from Turkey, who's gonna still help Emmanuel get the cream of the la creme in the country. We're gonna take a quick break and come back with Emmanuel and the coach.
On a plate for Benjani, who gets his second of the game, Rovers third, and 12 minutes into the second half, Rovers surely on course.
Marshall in to set it up, just great to watch. As is this, it's a song for a buoy! It had to come in the end. You expect it from Walcott and Van Persie, maybe not so from Song and Aboué, but Arsenal are going through.
Before we conclude the show, we're going to talk about the professional soccer management, which is represented by Emmanuel, who doesn't want me to address them as their first name, but by the professional soccer management. And we have Coach Mehmet all the way from Turkey. Coach, welcome to Eswatini.
Thank you.
Emmanuel, welcome again. We've been around. You've been around.
I'm already a member of Swazi TV.
Yeah,
so
I mean, the way you frequent this place, I mean, you belong here. Coach, welcome to the country. From your stay, the few days that you've been here, the talent that you've seen, how can you rate that talent that you've found in the country?
Yeah, first of all, I have to tell really about your country.
Yeah,
it was a very surprise for me to see such a beautiful country. Really, I didn't know. He has invited me, he has explained me the Emmanuel, but I said, let me go. Then I came here. Really, your country is very wonderful country.
Yeah.
First. Second one, talent is not in all corner.
Yeah,
you can find the one best one in Eswatini.
Yeah,
possible.
Yeah,
in Brazil, possible.
Yeah.
You have to find. You have to give them possibility to show them themselves. Understand? Now, soccer professional really they have give the possibility for young people. Since 2 days we are watching. We have seen really good talents, 16, 17 years old boys, just school boys, just still young. This program should be so continuously.
Okay.
Then today we were with the sports minister.
Yeah, you visited the minister.
Yes, we have visited them. Really, they are very positive.
Yeah.
They are very helpful. Special sports minister is coming direct from football.
Yes.
He was the coach. He understood what we want.
Okay.
Well, how can we help?
Okay.
He's understood. Then he really he was excited that we came then to help them. Now I think this project will be continuously develop.
I want to jump to Emmanuel. The program, where are we now?
Yes, we are at the last stages of the open trials anyway.
Okay.
I think we're going to round up on Monday by the 10th.
Yeah.
By tomorrow, we have a game tomorrow against Peacemaker at Njabuleni.
The young boys?
Yeah, the young boys.
Okay.
They're going to play Peacemaker. They're going to beat Peacemaker tomorrow, just to start with. Already we played the 0-0 with Black Swallows, so to show you.
Oh, okay. So have you selected the players that now you're concentrating on?
No, we have about 3-4 teams already.
Okay.
So very good players. It's even difficult to tell anyone to go among these 3-4 teams. But tomorrow we'll see. Then next tomorrow again, on Saturday we try to do something. Then on Sunday, the coach and the other guys have to go to the stadium and watch the semi-final of the World Cup. Definitely, because coach wants to see Rio play.
Okay.
Because we're doing something for Rio in Turkey.
Okay.
So from Turkey, he has to see Rio. So we'll go there on Sunday to see the game. So, but after that, what we want to do first is get the teams together, because we wanted to take 1 or 2, 3 players out for trials, but it's difficult now. What the best thing we need to do now is to get a team of about 18, 20 young players of 16, 17, take them to Europe to play tournaments, and from there we can place them some places.
Okay. Coach, What the kind of player are you expecting? I'll give you just 30 seconds to explain that to me. The kind of player you're expecting from this region.
No. I cannot say in Eswatini you can find a good defender or good striker.
Okay.
There is a talent. You can see all positions player in Eswatini, in South Africa, in Mozambique, in Ghana, everywhere. I cannot say.
You cannot say.
But they are technical, very good. As I saw till now, they are technical very good. Maybe I can say strength is there. Maybe
the weakness.
Yes.
Okay, the strength.
Maybe.
But it's something.
But I didn't see the other city players.
Okay.
Only around Manzini.
Okay.
I saw them.
Okay.
If it is possible, the next season, if I come, then maybe they will join more than this year.
Okay.
I can see the other region too.
When are you expecting this whole program to be over?
No, already maybe coach didn't know because we have players coming from Stakey, from Big Ben, other regions. They're coming in because we have just a few people from those areas.
Okay.
We have the majority of the core people from Manzini and Babani, so that's why we are putting more pressure on this side. So
when are you expecting to conclude the whole process?
Yeah, we'll finish for them and everything like by Sunday, Monday.
Okay.
They should be going. Then while we continue the process, gradually building the team, we need to build a team for about 2 weeks, 1 month to prepare for what we are going for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Manuel. Where are you going next?
Tomorrow we are playing that game in Jabuleni. Then on Saturday we'll be at Waterford on Saturday.
Still continuing with the
Waterford on Saturday.
track. Yeah. Coach, thank you so much for coming to Eswatini, and hopefully you're gonna unearth the best players in the country.
Best player? Yeah. In the country? Yes, maybe.
That's the reason you're here, of course.
Yeah. Then, now I will watch the semi-final game.
Yeah.
There is one player who is playing in national team.
Yeah.
Then he got already invitation letter from Alanyaspor in Turkey.
Okay.
Visa is in process. Maybe he will go in all moment.
Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming through.
Okay, thank you.
This is how we're gonna conclude the show. That's how it's gonna end. I'm a bit sad because I didn't get a chance to communicate with you namuhla ukuthi khona kusendela your WhatsApp or sendela khona kushayela, but of course the show was jam-packed. We couldn't find that time, but hopefully you enjoyed the show and you doqhubeka uhlale nathi saqhubeka nathi inhlelo elethi iqhubekako. Sibonga kakhulu kuye master naye Linda Josiah Dlamini. Sibonga kakhulu ku Benjamin Marwaru, for Emmanuel Ebu and Emmanuel in the studio and Coach Mehmet for coming through and making sure the show goes on. Iqhubekane bobunanzi bayo. Sithemba ke mbukeli ukuthi uqhubeka embukeli uthokotele inhlelo lesilethela yona singumsakazo weEswatini TV. I am Patizwe Msivi. Of course, good night.
Welcome to the Financial Update, a program where we look at the latest financial markets and economic indicators. Welcoming you to the program is Tembinkosi Dubem. We will start the program by looking at the financial markets. Lilangeni urged against major currencies as markets recover from the sharp sell-off to the coronavirus that was attacking China and spreading to the rest of the world. The recovery comes after China announced measures to inject liquidity into the market. Markets are waiting for the South African budget speech to be delivered by the Finance Minister Tito Mboweni on the 26th of February 2020. This budget speech is important for South Africa as its rating lies on the progress on economic recovery, including the South African public debt and other economic variables. South Africa is rated at Baa3, which is the lowest level in the investment grade. Last November 2019, Moody's changed South African rating outlook from stable to negative, citing the increase in the public debt and slow economic growth. Should South Africa be downgraded, she could lose a place in the FTSE World Government Bond Index, and this can result in a sell-off of about 15 billion US dollars, which is equivalent to 217 billion rands. This will weaken the South African rand, leading to government getting other measures to raise money, which might include the rise in personal taxes and including an increase in the VAT. The rand remains strong, rising by 0.55% to the US dollar to trade at 14.7517, to the euro up 0.91% to trade at 16.2239, and to the sterling up 0.8% to trade at 19.1565. To African currencies is up 0.32% to the pula to trade at 1.3542, Kenyan shilling down 0.59% to Langani to trade at 6.8, Mozambican medical down 0.57% to Langani to trade at 4.32. On international currencies, the US dollar edged against other currencies following positive data. In the US, private business hired 291,000 workers in the month of January 2020, the most since May 2015. This was above the market expectation of 156,000 jobs. The services sector added 237 jobs, whilst the goods and producing sector